All right, welcome back to the morning show right on the Rise News channel. Davidson Ogbu is here. A high rate of Nigerians relocating to various parts of the world, the diaspora communities. Representation is key to keeping Nigerians safe, irrespective of their choice to leave for greener pastures and other reasons. Over time, there have been concerns around the safety of Nigerians in countries in some parts of the world, especially Africa. And there have been some cases in Côte d'Ivoire where public relations officer of the Nigerian community in the country, Davidson Ogbu, has called on the federal government to unconditionally rescue Nigerians confined in the most dehumanizing conditions before their health deteriorates. There have been cases of underage girls trafficked to Côte d'Ivoire free of charge. Joining us now on the show to discuss the situation of Nigerians living in Côte d'Ivoire is Davidson Ogbu, Public Relations Officer, Nigerian Community, Côte d'Ivoire. I mean, Davidson, I met you in Côte d'Ivoire when we did the work on the air peace repatriation of some of the Nigerian girls in Côte d'Ivoire, where we covered the story and all of that. But it is shocking, like you told me, that since that time, all the monies you spent as the Nigerian community in helping those girls come back home, we've not heard anything as regards the money reimbursement. And the case of this girl that was killed, can you also tell me the story? I mean, the pictures are gory.
First of all, thank you, Arise News, for inviting me this morning. Rufai, like you said, we are really shocked to what happened to us about the Nigerian girl that was murdered.
What's her name?
Her name is Destiny. She's from Delta State. The young lady was murdered, in a cold blood, and in fact, the murder shocked the whole Côte d'Ivoire. Such a gory, horrific image from what we saw from the scene of the murder. This is just an underage girl that was trafficked to Côte d'Ivoire, for, prostitution, and, we've been doing all we can. Since the inception of Ogbu Shalom administration, we have been doing all we can, but they keep coming. There's no way you can stop this, There's no way you can stop it. We have repatriated over 1,800 to about 2,000 girls for the past 3 years from Côte d'Ivoire. Underage girls below 16, 14, 13, even 10. We've seen to the extent that we've seen girls age 10 being trafficked into the country.
That's very sad and horrific to hear. And again, the fate that befalls some of them, like we see in Destiny's case, very sad. Well, what efforts have been made? Have you contacted the Nigerian embassy there? Have you spoken to NIDCOM about this? What was the response or reactions, especially one based on Destiny's case, and then the trafficking, high number of trafficking of girls, and so in some instances boys, especially the underage ones?
With all due respect, if I want to talk of NIDCOM or NIDO, they're not doing anything. They're not doing their job. With all due respect, because we expect more than this from organizations taking care of Nigerians in diaspora.
Can we get specifics, right? Like, because if we say that, a number of people can say, oh, they're not doing their job. Have you contacted them? Have you reported this case to them, and what was their response like?
We work with the Nigerian embassy in Ivory Coast. They are aware of this case. They are aware of the murder, and the charge d'affaires is on top of the case there. And the Nigerian community, in collaboration with Ivorian police, they're on top of the case, and we hope, if by the special grace of God, if there can be some push, we are looking forward to having these people in court to make sure that Destiny gets justice. Talking about the NIDCOM, I think that, over the years, just a few number of persons have been dead. They've not really been so active, in the past few years. NIDO is an organization that covers Nigerians all over the world. You're talking of over 30 million Nigerians. But when you see the way that NIDCOM, react or respond to issues concerning Nigerians, sometimes I feel that they come after the medicine after death. They don't come. They are not proactive.
Okay. Is Madam Abike Dabiri aware of the gruesome murder of Destiny? Has she made any contact with you? Because I know she leads that department. Has she made any contact with you? Is there any work going on as regards that case as we speak? Do we have facts on that? Then, secondly, you also talked about the monies Nigerian community spent. How much was the money that have not been given back to the Nigerian community as we speak to repatriate the first batch of girls that came?
Madam Abike Dabiri has not been officially briefed as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know.
Are you sure? Are you aware?
I'm not aware. Probably from the embassy side, she might have received, the wire that, an incident like this took place. I mean, this is the life of a Nigerian we're talking about. But nothing has, we've not had anything from her side. Nothing, no response yet from her. And in fact, I'm so, with all due respect, I think Madam Abike Dabiri have been there for too long, So we need the NIDO community to be a little bit refreshed. Let's have new people in this. Let's have new people in NIDO.
Madam Abike claims she's doing a lot. We see some of, the media rounds of the things she claims she's doing. She says she's collaborating with people, and that's why I'm asking.
If not for Very Dark Man, who visited Ivory Coast, we would have not been able to get the kind of assistance we received, last time when we repatriated about the number of girls that was repatriated last time. It was Very Dark Man is doing much more than Abike Dabiri, with all due respect.
Wow, that's an indictment.
Because
that's an indictment. She will also challenge that she's been doing a lot, as regards things like that. So on this, you are saying she has not done enough. You have
Nigerian community, both in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, and all within the West African countries, have been spending a whole lot of money, a whole lot of fortune, trying to repatriate these young underage girls that have been trafficked into West Africa. Where is our immigration? Where are the government agencies? When these things happen, and even all the money we've been spending all this while. The NAPTIV promised the other time they were going to reimburse. Up till now, nothing has been heard from them.
Thank you so much. Mr. Wood, I'm so glad you brought this to the fore, and I believe that we're going to get a response from NIDCOM, NIDO, NAPTIV, all the agencies and commissions involved. But thank you very much for throwing more light on this, on the plight of Nigerians in diaspora, especially in Ivory Coast and some West African countries. Thank you for your time with us this morning. And we do hope and believe that justice will be served in the case of Destiny. Thank you.
Thank you.